Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Party Candy, where I teach you how to be a balloon baddie. Today I'm going to be showing you how I do my feather balloons. Here's a picture. They're very simple, very easy to do. I got an order from a client. I figured why not show you guys how I do this. So let's get started. Typically I use Anagram's crystal clears and I cut the valve off of the balloon, but I ran out of clear colors. I only have colored ones, so I'm going to be using the Qualitex bubble balloon today. These are a bit bigger, so my client's getting a bigger balloon today. If you've never used a bubble balloon before, they look like this. Plastic material, they expand a ton, and there's no valve, so you have to close these on your own, and I'll show you how I do that. But first, let me just walk you through what you're going to need. You're going to need, obviously, your bubble balloon, either a crystal clears or the Qualitex bubbles. You're going to need feathers, obviously. I have some in these containers. I have a new package here. I got these from Hobby Lobby. $3.99. You can get these for 50% off. Basically every other week. We love Hobby Lobby. I have a funnel, although I find it easier just to do it by hand, but if you need a funnel to assist you, grab a funnel. A piece of a 260 to close our balloon once we've aired it up. I also use a 5/8 inch ribbon to do a little cute bow at the end, and of course you need some balloon string, and I've already got my vinyls printed off for this. So let's get started. First, you're going to take your bubble balloon and you are going to put feathers in it. Honestly, I used to know the weight, the specific weight to put in here, but I just do it till it feels right. Yeah, this is gonna take a while, so let's fast forward through this. I usually put it stem first into there one by one, or I can grab a couple at the same time. Maybe a little easier. Again, you could use a funnel if you need to. Feathers make so much mess, honestly. I'm gonna have to vacuum after this. See, I'm kind of like grouping them together. Like I've got 5 here, and I'm just gonna stick it in the end. Try to save some time. There we go. Right, now we're gonna put some white in. Ooh, I forgot. I have these like cute little like glittery feathers. I don't know if you can see this, but I'll put a few of those in there. Again, I just get all of these from Hobby Lobby. I have ordered black feathers. I'm pretty sure I got those off Amazon. I'll link those below because I did really like those black feathers. I used those in a really cute bouquet I did for a hair salon. Put a picture right here. That's the black feathers situation that I made. And I have purple. I think I have purple feathers somewhere too. I'm gonna weigh this when I'm done so I can give you an idea of how much I put in here. Okay, that looks cute. I have this little scale. I used to use it, but now I just eyeball it, but let's see. So I use this little scale to weigh this with the bubble balloon, and it came out to be about 14 ounces. So it's a little heavy, but we don't want to overfill it because then it's not going to float. So I'm going to take this downstairs and fill it up with helium. You can do this with air as well. You don't have to use helium, but for this particular product today that I'm making for my client, it's using helium. So I'm gonna go downstairs, fill this up, and I'll be right back. I filled up my bubble balloon with helium. The only issue you're gonna have is feathers in the neck, because when the air starts pushing out, the feathers start going into the neck, and if they're in the neck, you're not gonna be able to get a good closure on this balloon. So anyway, the way to close a bubble balloon, I've cleared out all of my feathers. You're just gonna twist it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I twist until I get this little nub. Let me show you. It looks like that. And then you're going to grab your 260. This is just a piece of one that I have left over. And you're going to just start twisting it around your bubble. Honestly, a pain in the butt. I do it about 6 times. There we go. And then grab the other end, stretch that around. You want to stretch it out and keep it really tight. I do it about 3 times on the opposite side. Don't skimp on this, because if it starts leaking air, you will regret it, because you're gonna have to do it over again. So just make sure this is super tight, and then you're going to double knot it a couple times. Personally, I feel like it's better safe than sorry, so I do it 3 times. Again. Alright, so here we are. We have bubble balloon tied off. I'm also going to tie my ribbon on. I need to turn my ceiling fan off. Let's do that right now. And I always make sure to tie under where my 260 is. I've had a balloon string come off of a bubble balloon once when I was handing it to a client, and we both watched it go into the sky. It was very sad. So just make sure you tie your balloon string on really well. You don't want to watch your balloon that you spent like an hour on flying into the abyss. While I have this out here, I'm just gonna curl the short part of the string, and then I'm going to cut off the ends of the 260. I don't cut it all the way to the end because I don't want it to untie. I love using the 5/8 ribbon to make a nice bow at the bottom. It like just finishes off the look. And usually I work at my table. This is a little awkward for me, but I'm just gonna tie this ribbon around here. It also hides your 260 from showing. I just do a simple little bow. So there you have it, very cute and simple. And now we're gonna add our vinyls. So I usually size, when I do a bubble balloon, I size the width to be like a maximum of 14 inches. Same with my name that I did. You guys, if you've ever worked with foil vinyl, it's a pain in the butt. Charge extra for it because it takes so much time to weed these and apply them. So charge extra for foils. Highly, highly recommend. I'm gonna get my transfer tape and I'll be right back. If you're new to my channel, I typically love to use Glad Press and Seal as a transfer tape. It works wonderfully. It has enough give to it when you're working on a round surface like your bubble balloons, but I've run out. So I'm back to using regular transfer tape while I get some new one. But a trick I learned with your transfer tape is put it on like whatever surface you need to put it on and just get the stickiness out of it. Because if you try to use just like it how it is on a balloon, it's going to be way too sticky. So put it on your pants, put it on your leg, whatever you gotta do, and then use it. So typically when I apply vinyls, I start with whatever's in the middle of my vinyl. So in this case, the birthday. And this way, like once I apply what's in the middle, I can apply the rest. So when I apply my vinyls, I'm typically like sitting and I put it between my legs and just kind of eyeball it. I've seen people make contraptions that like you can sit your bubble in, and then like they have string and they do it very systematically, very mathematically, but I just eyeball it. So I'm just gonna hold it right here, and I have my birthday vinyl, and I'm just gonna kind of estimate where I want this. This looks pretty good. The key when you're applying vinyls is go slowly. You are working with a round surface, so apply sections at a time and be very light with it. So this is perfect. I put my birthday on. I don't know if you could see that. And I'm going to slowly peel it off. I've actually had a bubble balloon pop when I was peeling off a vinyl once, so just do it slow. You've taken most of the sticky out, so it shouldn't be an issue, but if it was really sticky and you tried to rip it off, you can get some bursts there. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and do happy. Let this float for a second, and now we're gonna do the Christy. It's Christy's birthday. Happy birthday, Christy, wherever you are. Alright, you guys, we're in luck. I actually had a brand new box of Glad Press and Seal. Boom. So we can do Christy. Alright, we've laid our Glad Press and Seal, and I'm just going to go over it with my little squeegee brush. You guys, one of the benefits to using the Glad Press and Seal over your typical transfer tape is that when you're laying very loopy fonts like this, it helps to like lay pieces at a time. And if you're using this transfer tape, it doesn't have a lot of give. So when as you're laying it down, it tends to want to crinkle up, but it can if it's so stiff, and the Glad Press and Seal helps fix that issue when you're working with rounded surfaces. So definitely one of the benefits. It is kind of a pain in the butt. It's not as sticky, but if you can manage to get it to work for you, it is well worth the extra effort. Okay, honestly, the C is being a little difficult, but I've got the rest of her name on this. And that's what you have to do sometimes, is do pieces, especially if you try to do the whole big thing at once, it's just not worth it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put her name on this balloon. Kind of lay it where I think it's gonna be perfect. Again, try to lay sections of this at a time. Don't be afraid to go really slow so you don't end up with crinkles. I'm gonna sit down for this because that's what I'm used to doing. Alright, you guys, here's the finished product. Got everything finished off. If you want to place like a glue dot on your ribbon to keep it secure so it doesn't come undone, that's also an option. I'm going to pack this baby up and go deliver it to my client.